Hi, my name is Mike Quinn, and this is the Ultimate Frontline Leadership Training Podcast. Today we're going to be talking about aces in their places. Now, aces in their places is simply a very short phrase to remind everybody that you need to put your strong people in their strong areas, the weaker people in less responsible areas. Grabbing a newly promoted waitress and asking them, hey, could you do me a favor? We're dying right here. Can you go help the hostesses out really quickly and get things under control over there? And putting your strong hostesses back in there, and then maybe getting some of the weaker hostesses to help the bus boys, maybe keep the floors clean, the bathrooms, etc. Help bus the tables. That'll help the turnover. And reduce some of the weight in the waiting list. So this is what putting aces in your places means. It means getting people in their strongest positions so you can cruise through whatever a busy period you're having at the moment. And then when things start to slow down, put everybody back into place. Thank profusely for the short demotion people got. Maybe they're missing a little less money because maybe they didn't get as many tables that shift, etc. Know that you're going to make it up to them somehow, but thank them very much for their participation and for their help getting everything back under control. And when you promote somebody from hostess to waitress, let them know at that time that, hey, you will be asked from every now and then, if the hostesses get in trouble, to go back and help them out, okay? Newly promoted servers, if you manage their expectations correctly and you tell them this ahead of time, when you actually go to ask them to do this, they'll be okay with it because they knew ahead of time this was going to happen. It's happening now. And you ask them very nicely, and then when they're done, you maybe reward them too, give them a free lunch or whatever. Somehow make it up to them for them missing whatever a table or two or whatever money that they are missing that they would have gotten if they didn't have to help you out. Make sure you take responsibility for them losing on some money and make it up to them. Don't just expect it of them and then just walk away. That's just going to be a great opportunity for a resentment bank deposit in your name. So you don't want that. So you want to be able to take care of your employees and make sure that if you have to switch people around, putting stronger servers into stronger sections, putting the stronger hostesses to manage the floor, and the not as seasoned hostesses in the support positions, etc. So you give the proactive people, the aces, the people who have been doing something very long, put them in their strongest positions through the rush, and then get everybody back to normal, because you are going to want to develop those new hostesses into really good waitresses. So you don't want to postpone it very long. You want to be able to take care of the emergency at the moment, and then get everything right back to where it should be, and keep focusing on training the newer servers and getting them up to speed, or busboys or dishwashers or whatever you happen to have. So putting aces in their places means putting the strongest people in the more responsible areas, and the weaker people, maybe the newer people, in the less responsible areas, so you'll have less conflict or you'll have less problems. This is what it means by putting aces in their places. And what happens if your best people aren't working today? And you all of a sudden get busy, and you've got, everybody is new on the floor, or everybody is new at the hostess stand, or what have you. Then you're going to want to try and separate people by proactive and reactive people. Now, if you saw the video before about me talking about proactive and reactive, this will make sense to you. If not, let me just briefly explain. A proactive person is somebody who, when they finish with a task, looks for another task to do and then promptly gets on that. A reactive person needs constant motivation. You constantly have to get on them to get stuff done, to do things. You have to follow up on them quite a bit to make sure that what you did ask for them got done right. So make sure that if you don't have any aces to put in those places, put your reactive persons in the least responsible positions, and your proactive people, put them in the more responsible positions, and you'll find you're going to have a little bit smoother of a day. It won't be perfect, it won't be great, but at least things will be running much more smoothly. So finding out who your team is and labeling them, and then using those labels to help you plan for a smoother shift, is the hallmark of a good manager. All right? I look forward to talking to you next week.